It's an awful feeling in the pit of your stomach when you get a parking ticket. You always have the right to appeal it, which I'll help you out with in a minute. But should you ignore it? And more importantly, if you do, what's the worst case scenario? There are two different kinds of parking tickets: a parking charge notice and a penalty charge notice. They sound and look similar, but they're handled in different ways. A penalty charge notice is given to you on public land, like a high street or by police or the council. These tickets are enforceable by law, but you still have the right to appeal. A parking charge notice is given to you on private land. Companies like supermarkets or the health sector employ operators to issue the tickets. So when you drive onto the car park, you're agreeing to their T&Cs, which should be on clear signs. If they haven't, then it's a reason to appeal, which I'll get to soon. If you break the rules, they issue you with a parking ticket, so this is more like an invoice to pay. This could be for reasons like overstaying your time or not displaying a pay and display ticket, parking badly, or in a bay that you're not permitted to. Although a private landowner or car park operator can't legally demand you pay a parking charge notice, they can issue court proceedings, and this is why you should never just ignore the parking charge notice. It's the last thing you want, because if they win, then you might have to pay out a lot of money and it will affect your credit history. The parking ticket then becomes a debt, which is why you're issued with a CCJ. Now, you don't want to end up in front of a judge for a parking ticket. Parking Eye versus Barry Beavis is a very famous court case that escalated to the Supreme Court. Barry had gone over his parking limit in a private land car park by nearly an hour, and there were about 20 signs in the car park that were large, prominent and legible. Unfortunately for him, he lost the fight, and it was ruled in Parking Eye's favour, and the law has been clarified by this case. So, if you want to avoid getting into this situation like Barry, but think you have good grounds to appeal your parking ticket, I can help with your appeal with my 6-point checklist. Have you heard of a grace period? You've still got 10 minutes after your ticket expires to get back to your car before the operator can issue you with a ticket. If this is the case for you, then you have a legal right to appeal. You could go back to the scene of the crime and check that all the parking signs are totally clear. Don't be afraid to be a bit of a stickler. Take photos of everything that could even be slightly unclear, as this may help your appeal, or if it comes to it, your defence in court. Remember, it's their job to have clear signs about parking and CCTV, and if anything isn't clear, it's their fault, not yours. When did your ticket arrive? If your ticket didn't get physically stuck to your car and it took longer than 14 days to arrive in the post, then you might be entitled to more time to gather information for your appeal. If you can prove that an emergency stopped you from getting to your car, maybe you ended up in hospital or something else equally as drastic, then you've got a good chance of getting your appeal accepted. It's really unlucky if your car broke down in the car park. What a rough day, a breakdown and you get a ticket. Now, I can't help with a breakdown, but it can be a legitimate reason to appeal a parking ticket. You can chat to your breakdown recovery company to provide you with proof. If you want total clarity, and like me, you'd like a professional opinion, then you could speak to a solicitor. In-person solicitors are great if you like to chat face-to-face, but there are also online solicitors that you can use, like Just Answer. It's really easy, you just tell them what happened in the chat, and they'll give you a professional opinion about appealing your parking ticket. It's only a £5 for a trial to get all the answers you need, and it could save you a lot of money. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out and support my channel.